Hey guys, welcome back. Ready to dive into video number 3? This is all about category 2, which is some of those emergency, unexpected costs, things you may not have thought of when it comes to serving mountain weddings. But don't worry, I'm here to give you the lowdown so that you are prepared to best serve your clients. So I would challenge you to think of these not as costs, not as something you're losing, but as an investment into your business that's going to allow you to serve the mountains and serve them well. Now remember, this whole worksheet is a project calculation. It's meant to be new every time you have a wedding you need to calculate for. And you will do that in category 1 and category 3, but this category 2 only has to be calculated one time. So if you're like me and you hate numbers, then you're gonna like this one. You're welcome. A one-time calculation. So let's knock this out. The first cost I want you to consider is your vehicle cost. Now, having all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, snow tires, chains are an absolute must when traveling in the mountains, either on dirt roads or in the winter, because things can get sketchy. So make sure that you have good tires or chains. And the other thing I would get is a little emergency kit for your car. I wouldn't go overboard, but I have a little kit in the back of my truck that's called the Just In Case. I got it from Walmart. You can get it from Amazon. It has jumper cables, a flashlight, some other things that you might need just in case things get hairy. So I would make sure your vehicle is well equipped, add those things together. Now, the next line item is roadside assistance. My wonderful business coach, Nicole, told me she is so glad she has this and has some stories of when this really came in handy. I myself need to invest in this. Check with your insurance provider because they may already have this, or go to someone like AAA and get yourself roadside assistance because when you lock your keys in your car or you've got a flat in the middle of nowhere, you are going to be so glad that you have it. So add that cost in there. Now, the last one is hotel cost. Remember, in our last category, we did add a night of accommodations if we felt we need it. But remember, this is for emergencies. You may think, oh, I have plenty of time. But if it's January and I-70 closes and you're not able to get home, that may be a cost you didn't initially plan for. So I would encourage you to calculate a few nights worth of hotel stays. I would say an average of $200 per night just to plan on the high side, although that can differ depending on the area you're serving. But consider a few nights of accommodations in this emergency cost. Now add those three things together. Add the vehicle costs, the roadside assistance, and the emergency hotel cost. Now take that total and divide it by the number of mountain weddings you plan or expect to do. So if your total cost there is $1,500 and you plan to do 10 mountain weddings, when you pull that apart, that'll be an extra $150 in emergency costs that I would plan for per mountain wedding. Now go back to category 1. Remember what those project costs were. Remember things like material costs, travel, and those extras that you may need. Add the project cost to the emergency cost, and that'll give you your total cost for this mountain project. That is your break-even point. If you charge just this number, then you will cover your costs. But stay with us because in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can make money as a mountain wedding vendor, not just cover your costs.